What's up, everybody? This is DJ Stilldo back with another episode of Record Crates and Rabbit Holes. Pretty excited about this one. Went ahead and pulled out Steve Martin's Comedy Is Not Pretty. Yeah, this is an excellent comedy album from the great Steve Martin. Of course, it's just hilarious right from the get-go. The first track on here, Born to Be Wild, it takes a little bit to get to that joke, but he's got so many before it, you know, and so this is, Steve Martin, a.k.a. Gern Blanston, on this record, talking about, Born to Be Wild. We're in loafers with no laces and all kinds of different stuff on here. They've got Drop Thumb Medley is a song that he plays on the banjo that's really cool, and he also does Cruel Shoes, where he plays on his banjo and tells this story about Carlos working in a shoe store, and the only pair of shoes left is the Cruel Shoes, and they're like all twisted with like razor blades inside of them, and they're both left feet shoes and all kinds of good stuff. We also got on here Google Phonics, where he's talking about going from quadraphonics to decaphonics to milliphonics on his stereo, and lands and settles with Google Phonics. And there's a couple other ones. Everything on here is really great. His delivery and his setup for a lot of what he says is what really makes his record so funny. It's just because he's just being comical the entire time. Even when you start to think it's a moment of downtime, it's like almost completely written in. He does a whole bit where he starts talking about, being on the road a lot and being lonely and stuff like that, and then starts moving into kind of something a little bit more, I guess, alternative or misleading to be alternative, and then he comes out and confesses that he likes to wear men's underwear, and sometimes he even wears them under his pants. And just different stuff like that. This is real funny. There's a part where he's talking about the title track for the album. He's talking about how he dated a girl for 3 years, and she kept saying that he was disrespectful to women. And he said, "Oh, that's not true, baby. You're the best hog I've ever had." And the whole crowd starts to boo, and then he lands with, "Hey, comedy is not pretty." It just totally worked it right back in. He did it just to get a bad reaction out of the crowd and work the title in. And anyway, it's a pretty wild. I took the record out so I could fold this up, but it's a great buy. It looks like I got it. I bought this used for a few dollars over at a movie trading company, but it's totally worth it. His bit on how to meet a girl, and you too can be a millionaire. All you have to do, it's easy, is first you get $1 million, and he said you can be a millionaire and never pay taxes. All you have to do is get $1 million, and when the IRS tracks you down, you just tell them you forgot, and that's simple. But anyway, this is such a great listen. There's so many funny things on here. Yeah, hostages. That one's pretty good. Talking about he's been seeing a lot of people getting hostages, and he decided he wanted to get some, so he did. And he's got 3 great hostages, and he wanted to use these hostages to get 3 demands. What was it? $50,000 cash, a getaway car, and the letter M being stricken from the English language. And he starts talking about how you gotta at least make one crazy demand just in case if you get caught you can plead insanity. And he says, getaway car. Like, I don't know, it's just, he's so clever. He just sets you up, and and then hooks the corner and then slams the joke, and that's when you really get his comic genius. I'm talking about him being comfortable with his age, and one day when he gets gray hair, he's not gonna mind it, even though he's already got it. I don't know. It's a really great record. Warner Bros. Put it out. It's recorded in San Francisco, and it came out in 1979. But yeah, the wild and crazy guy, Steve Martin. Comedy is not pretty. This is definitely worth a listen. It's really clever humor, and it doesn't really stop. The record isn't that long. I want to say it's maybe 35 minutes or so, but it's great. It's all great. It's solid, and if you haven't heard him play on the banjo, he's really talented. He can really pick that banjo. So that's another interesting side note. But anyway, comedy is not pretty. Steve Martin, the man. Thanks for tuning in.